What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our Daily Dead video for you guys for today. This is not really requested by anybody really, just kind of because of my personal interest. I want to talk a little bit about the Season 7 finale of The Walking Dead, and do I think it will be the best finale of The Walking Dead ever, kind of comparing what do I think is going to happen in it compared to all the other six and that type of deal. So nobody really requested this. I kind of just want to talk a little bit about it, so we'll talk about it in this video. So really excited for this weekend, man. Awesome. I have a feeling that this will be probably one of the best episodes this season, maybe the second best. Now, also, just kind of want to mention here, just a little detail. I know all season long, ever since Jeffrey Dean Morgan showed up as Negan, people seem to complain a lot about him, about the TV Negan. I think he's awesome, and a lot of people now are starting to get used to him. But I noticed at first people really complained about how not bulky he was, and the beard and everything. Well, he shaved that, so that's not a problem anymore. And I actually think he looks pretty cool. But the thing is that I've heard a lot of people complaining about is that his hair, like his actual hair on top of his head, is actually kind of long now. It kind of looks a little too long for Negan. His hair is kind of too long now. So people are really trying to complain as much as they can about this show, and I really don't understand why. It does look on the long side. I just want to mention it because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, Negan's hair looks too long in this episode. It kind of does. I would say so, but I don't think that's the biggest problem right now. So it's kind of just a little nitpick, I guess, people have been talking about. I want to throw out there, but yeah, so I guess that's something that they could fix maybe. It does look kind of long, but I think it's fine. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there because a lot of people have been asking me, look, Dan, what do you think about Negan's hair? I'm like, well, it's hair, it's not too much to talk about, but yeah, to me it doesn't look that different, but it kind of does look slightly long. It does. It does kind of look slightly long. So, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the finale of The Walking Dead Season 7, and kind of talk a little bit about, do I think it will be the best one? So, man, this one's interesting. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, if you watch the promo, it looks like it's going to be the best finale ever, and it does. I can tell by the finale it's going to be a great finale. But will it beat the season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th finale? It's interesting. I think it's definitely interesting. It looks good, and you can't deny that, but what will it beat? Season 1. So Season 1's finale was the CDC kind of blowing up. We see everybody at the CDC, and at the end it burns down. They kind of just drive away, and there's not really too much to the Season 1 finale. When I saw it, I was like, okay, it's cool, but it's not really the best episode ever either. So, yeah, I think this one will beat that one, because that one, to be honest with you, was a little bit of a weak finale, especially because it was our first finale ever. So I thought they kind of got that, those finales started off when it comes to Season 1 a little bit of a bad foot, because that Season 1 finale was a little weak, to be honest with you. I was expecting more than just a CDC blowing up and everybody driving away. So, yeah. Now, of course, we have the Season 2 finale. This one is tough to beat, because this one has the end of the farm story arc, which is just awesome. I love seeing the farm torn down. Why do I say that? Because the farm was boring. So, seeing some walkers, seeing some action, seeing Michonne for the first time, seeing the prison for the first time, which that is a win. Seeing Rick tell everybody he killed Shane, all that was just amazing. So I think, to be honest with you, if there's one finale that will be hard to beat, for the rest of The Walking Dead, I think the Season 2 finale is one of our best ones. So that is an incredible finale. Now, of course, the Season 3 finale, I would say, is a bit disappointing. I was expecting, to be honest with you, to see the event from the comic book series at the end of Compendium 1, where the governor dies and the whole thing happened. And we only saw that mid-season 4, which really, I think, was actually a good thing in the long run, because then they kind of spaced it out more. because Glenn Mazar already covered a lot of the comic book series that season, also added a lot of stuff in, but then somehow still actually put a lot of the comic book series into season 3. So I would have to say personally, I think season 3 is probably one of the biggest seasons when it comes to disappointment, definitely. Now, of course, that one we had the death of Andrea also, which was kind of cool, to be honest, because I didn't really like the character in the TV show, but I don't think the season 3 finale was the best either. So I would say season 7 finale would probably, based on the promo, would probably pass the season 3 finale and the season 1 finale pretty easy, to be honest with you. I think those two are easy to pass. Now, the season 4 finale is probably the second best out of these first 4. I really like that season 2 finale, so I think the season 4 finale wasn't as good, but man, was that ever a killer episode with Rick biting Joe on the neck. Oh, awesome. Brutal, but awesome. We get Daryl getting beat up by Joe's guys. Rick Scoop gets, of course, ganked at the end of the episode. And they're kind of like the trap, right? I like how Rick at the beginning of the episode talked to Carl about like that the trap for the rabbits, right? But it's like at the end of the episode, they're the rabbit in the trap. So that's kind of cool. And I love all that stuff with Rick that episode. He really changed from Farmer Rick that whole season. He was kind of Farmer Herschel Rick to now kind of a really tough season 5 to come Rick Grimes. And of course that season 5, he became really tough. So then I would say the season 7 finale would probably beat that one as well, the season 4 finale. Again, we're all basing this off of what we know about it so far. So I think that was a great finale, but based on what we've been seeing lately with the season 7 episodes, I can tell that they're really building for something huge at the end of the season. So yeah. Now, of course, we also had the season 5 finale. So the season 5 finale was Conquer, if you guys remember, where we have Rick, and of course he's kind of healing after Try when he fighted with Peter. We see Rick still kill Peter at the end, and of course, seeing Morgan come back with that awesome staff, save Daryl and Aaron. They were stuck in that car, if you guys remember. And Rick, man, he just shoots Peter in the face. And we see, of course, Morgan come back, and Rick and Morgan meet face to face. Oh, man, what an awesome, awesome ending to a season. Probably one of the best seasons of The Walking Dead right there, and a great ending for it. So that, to be honest with you, would be tough to pass as well. Those two, the season 4 and season 5 finale, those two are incredible. Back to back, those two finales were awesome. The season 6 finale, I know a lot of people really complained about last year's finale. Personally, I don't really hate it, now that we know who it was. I think at first I was like, okay, well, it's still kind of, but even when we didn't know, it still wasn't that bad, man. We saw Negan, for crying out loud. After hearing about him that entire season, since probably at least until, episode 6 we heard about him, with Dwight and Honey and, all that. And then after that, we only see him at the very end of the season. So it's like, well, they kind of hyped him up, and I think that's a pretty good hype to drop in the season 6 finale. And I also didn't really know if they were only going to put Negan in season 7 instead, because I didn't know if they wanted to go through that much comic book material. So I wasn't really sure if we were going to see Negan at the end of season 6, which really I would have to say is a great choice, because we, now we're used to him. If we only saw him this year, then I think we would still just be kind of getting used to him. I think everybody's used to Negan being in the show now. He's awesome, right? Even though he killed a lot of our loved characters, and some that we didn't, like Spencer, which I know a lot of people don't like Spencer. But, yeah, so, and of course the whole thing with not knowing who it was, of course at the end it was the camera guy, so, yeah. But anyway, so there are all the finales. Now, of course, how does the season 7 one fit in terms of how good I think it's going to be? Because we, of course, haven't seen it yet. We don't know exactly because of the fact that we haven't seen it yet, but I think once the season finale does air, I think we'll definitely do a video talking about how does it fit in with these. So we'll probably do a similar video to this, once we actually see the episode. But to be honest with you, in terms of my opinion, in terms of what we know about it, in terms of what we've seen from it, based on what we kind of know what it's going to be, of course, there'll probably be a lot of surprises because it's a finale. There could even be some really shocking deaths, some that even I don't even expect. So that's always expected, right? But of course not exactly, because you don't really know if they're going to throw something in that you really don't expect, you know. So yeah, but I think it'll beat the season 1 finale. In terms of the season 2 finale, I think it'll be close, but I'm not putting money on that one. I'm not. That is a great finale, and to be honest with you, I think it's one of the best. I think it'll beat the season 3 finale just like it did with probably season 1 too. I think yeah, I would say, I guess, it probably will beat the season 4 finale. Yeah, this one though, the season 5 finale, I think it will too. I guess I will say probably will beat that one. And I think a lot of people will be more satisfied with this finale than they were with last year's finale. So I think it'll probably, just probably beat that one too. But in my opinion, I mean, we're not seeing this big introduction with this new villain. So that's one downer, but still, the villain is still there after an entire year at this point. So that is awesome. It's a good long time for Negan so far, but I think he'll be alive for way longer than that. So I know a lot of people think they're going to kill him off in the finale. It's not going to happen. I can guarantee that. But yeah, so this is going to be an insane finale. I mean, I think we can already kind of agree that it's probably going to be one of the best episodes of this season. I'm really excited for this one. Will it make it in my top 10 best episodes list? I actually really hope it does, because I think we really should see an episode get in my list of the top 5 because, or the top 10 best episodes, because so far, this year I've only put one additional episode in that list. And usually every year I usually include about 2 or 3 episodes in the top 10 best episodes list per year. So far I've only included 1, so that's kind of bad. But and of course that was the season 7 premiere. So anyway, guys, write your comments below. Will it be the best finale ever? I don't know, but I think it will beat most of them, but maybe one that it probably might not beat would maybe be the season 2 finale, and then we'll have to see if it beats maybe like the season 5 finale, because I think that's like the second best. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys really soon for another video, and yeah, guys, I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.